So, friends, I think for me, the most important years of your child's educational career are the ages 18 months to 5 years. From what I've seen, those are the formative years where so much is poured into them. They're learning how to read in those years. They're also getting their identity, they're understanding their sense of self and the world around them. You want your children to learn these things in an environment that is very intentional, hyper focused on creating an environment where they can thrive and a space that gives them the resources within themselves to actually survive and thrive. That is what we're discussing today with Little Explorers founder Ms. Zakiya Ogunneye.
When you set expectations, and we're not necessarily talking about academics, but when you set expectations and give kids the groundwork and the support, they reach them. They reach them. They rise to the level that you want them to rise to. You know, I think the biggest thing that I want to tell our parents, if you lay your family values, if you spend time on the front end, understanding what's important to you, what's important to your family, and you stay true to those, it's okay.
Yeah. What would you say the kids today are missing?
Is that we are scared to let our kids fail. As parents, we're moving all of the obstacles out of the way. And the kids aren't learning resiliency.
What is your take on gentle parenting, especially in the context of Africa where you're?
Yeah. I'm laughing because...
Let's get into it, guys. See you in the episode. Hi friends, how's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday, happy new week, happy everything. This episode is actually really hilarious if I think about why we're even on this couch, but I'm really excited that this is happening. I think it's an episode that I want every mom that's in this space or going to be in this space of like raising a 0 to 5 or 0 to 6 or 0 to 7-year-old to just experience. But before we get into this episode, I want to ask you, how's motherhood treating you? And then I'll ask myself. So in this season, I am not very happy with the quality of education my children are getting. I feel like I want more for them. And so in a panic, I called on this lovely lady who's sitting on the couch with me today. And today I have with me Zakiya Ogunneye. Now, Zakiya Ogunneye owns this beautiful school called the Little Explorers. And my daughter Kojisimi went to this school at the beginning of her educational career. And we had the best time there. Honestly, what Zakiya has created for us parents is just this beautiful, joyful space where, like you said, for like the first 5 years, you get to just escape into their world and really relive childhood through them. And you get to see them enjoy their youth. And it's really beautiful what you've built. And so thank you for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that we're doing this. Honestly, I think I ran to Zakiya when I was like, and like, mind you, I was thinking, I probably shouldn't call, but my sister-in-law, who's also obsessed with you and what you've built, was like, you should probably call Zakiya. I was like, yeah, but like, I've left the school 2 years ago. Imagine if all the parents that leave called to disturb this poor woman. And then I asked her, I'm like, how often does this happen? She's like, every day. I get a call from like 20 parents. Just frantic.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
Yeah,
you have capacity. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for being a safe space for us to run to. Okay, now before we go into all the things, who is Zakiya Ogunneye? How did you come into building the Little Explorers School?
I moved to Nigeria in 2009.
Nice.
I'm not originally from here, but my husband is. He grew up in Lagos. Wanted to come back and give Lagos a try. So I came along with him. And originally I'm a banker. And the parallels between a relationship manager banker and what I do today are, it's mind-blowing that adults and children are very similar. We all want the same thing. And so when I moved here, my daughter was a year old.
Yes.
Found out that the 0 through 5 space was very competitive to get into. We couldn't find a play group. It was the first time I heard about waitlist and all of this. And I naturally found a group of moms that we had children the same age. We called ourselves grooves. We would get together twice a week and just kind of hang out. Along the way, I decided I was going to go and get my Montessori education certificate. And then we just started a play group. It took off during Ebola, when everybody was locked in and you couldn't travel. So we had this play group that started with about 5 or 6 kids. By the end of the summer, it was like 90 kids.
Wow, 90?
90.
Wow.
Yeah, because everything had shut down and I had built a small little space behind my house. And the moms just told me to keep going. And so Little Explorers was kind of born out of this passion to have moms get together, to have enriching experiences for children. And so we started in 2010.
Yes.
Primarily as after school and mommy and me.
Yeah.
And then over the years, we've just kind of evolved.
Yeah. Beautiful. And I'm happy that you did, because my daughter went to Little Explorers from the age of 4 to 5.
Probably 3 to 4.
No, 3 to 4 and then 4 to 5. I think she was there because she graduated twice.
Yes, everybody graduates at Little Explorers.
Twice. Yeah, and in fact, now the kids in big school are graduating, and she's just like, "Why am I not graduating?" Because she's always graduating every year. Because she also graduated last year when she graduated from reception to year 1. So she's like, "Why am I not?" Because she's had like 4. She's had like 4 graduations in her lifetime. Very entitled to graduation. So yeah, and I moved her there because my nephew was there and he was reading at 2. Now, I'm not the kind of parent to compare kids or do any of that, but it wasn't just that he was reading, it was how he was being taught, and the homework that my sister-in-law had to teach. Like, she had to set up like I think that's her. She's very type A, but she set up like a thing in their nursery where there was like a chart with all the words, and he was looking at them every day, and this 2-year-old would be like, in, on, the, and I was like, this is a genius. Like, what do you mean? But then she was like, oh no, all the kids in his class do this. And I was like, surely not. So I go to the school, I check it out. First of all, beautiful setup, by the way.
Thank you.
Go there and it's so joyful. I particularly love the security guards that know everyone's name.
Yeah.
Is that
it's still the case?
That's beautiful. I love how they literally know the car and who's so they, like, when we drive up, they shout, "Cod, you see me, you're going home." And so we go in and we see Cod, and she, like, I'm like, this is so efficient. The fact that they just know who we are is really nice. But you were gonna say something.
No, yeah, I believe in language. I believe in exposing kids to as many opportunities as possible. And it's not learning by any sort of force. It's not completely rote.
Yeah.
It is just the environment.
Yeah.
Kids pick up what's in their
environment. For sure. So you spend all day with kids. What have you learned about children that I don't think you would have learned if you weren't building the school?
Oh, my days are so much fun. Being around little kids is a complete joy. And some parents think about it as chaotic, but it's not.
No, it is. I think you just love it.
Maybe.
Because
we don't see it as chaotic.
I have 2. And I was going to be like, but I was like, I can't. It's like, I can't follow you into that. It's so intense. Like, I find it, I really struggle. I think maybe I'm the type of mom that will shine when they become like older.
When they're a bit older. But at 3 years old, they have all of the building blocks that they need to be complete humans.
Yes.
The brain is growing pretty rapidly. Usually around 3.5, they understand social dynamics. And if you talk to children as if they're whole people. they respond
They
to
respond to
you.
you as whole people.
Exactly.
Absolutely, I agree.
Exactly. And so every day we have some interesting conversation with someone about what's going on at home or what they've seen on the news or what they heard in the car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I just love watching them interact with one another. So it's a fun, every day is something fun.
Every day is something
Yeah.
fun. You must love it though.
Yes, absolutely.
You do. I think I keep harping on this because your children are how old now?
17 and 13.
And so you're like, you never once did you think, I'm done with little babies, I want to.
No.
You really love it.
This is all I want to do. And for years, parents have
Yes.
asked about primary school. I've never been interested in
I
primary
really respect
school.
the fact
I
that
like
yeah,
this 1
to 5.
Yeah.
I think it's important that sometimes you just specialize in one area, because I think what typically happens in Nigerian schools is that you start off really good, you specialize, but then you keep expanding, and that's kind of where we taper off.
Yeah. I think you're right. And there's always a lot of pressure when you're doing something well. Parents think you can just naturally add an additional year. And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You have to find teachers and staff that love that next age as much as you love your current age.
Oof. And I also think what actually has to happen is you actually, as the owner of the school, have to also love that because if you're here, if you're focused on this side, we can tell as parents that you're not really into that side. And that's really
my 1 to 5 year olds. I love them wholeheartedly. I don't know that we could do the same thing
as
for the older kids.
As a parent of a Little Explorers kid, I remember feeling like these are Zakiya's kids. Like, you were there, you sit there, you knew everyone's name, you knew what they were doing, you knew about it. Like, I would never tell you about my child and you wouldn't have already had a conversation with their teacher about the thing I was worried about. And I knew at the time you had about, I think you have, how many kids do you have now?
So we've got a lot. We've grown. We've got 80 some kids.
Nice.
And we keep growing.
But
you have to know every child, and you have to know every parent. So I always tell parents that I've got amazing teachers that have been with me 15 years.
I love the Little Explorers teachers.
We don't have a ton of turnover.
That's great.
And so their job is to know your child. My job is to know you. And when we put those two together, magic happens. Magic does happen. It happens at school and it happens at home because we're aligned.
Yeah. So. I remember one of the teachers telling me, Kodge is an artist. She told me, she held my hand. She goes, your daughter? She's an artist. Whenever we're trying to do anything academic, she shrinks. But when it's time to do some type of performing arts or creative thinking, so I just want to tell you that this child needs that part of her water constantly. So, and when she told me that, I think I heard it one ear and I was like, yeah. And I was just filled with dread and fear and anxiety because I'm like, wait, no. But like, it was really scary and overwhelming because I mean, I know obviously her dad's creative and we know what that industry can be like. And so I was just like, I almost felt like I didn't want to encourage it because it was scary. Yeah. And I kind of wanted her to just focus on what we need her to do right now. But I think that in doing so, I might be doing a bit of a disservice, and I want to go back into sort of opening her world back up into like giving her more of that to do.
Yeah, and you find the balance. So by no means is that saying she's not academic. It may mean that as she's going through and learning and growing, that she thrives most when we incorporate the two together.
Yes.
And and the child that we saw at 3 and 4, you probably still see those same elements at 7, 8, 13, 15, and even, going into their early 20s.
Wow.
Which is why preschool is so important.
Yes. Yeah. The school gave me a lot of information that I still hold, and as I navigate, Kodge and raising her, I'm always coming back to my little explorer's notes. I have a little part of my where we'd have those one-on-ones with the teachers, and they were very thorough. And so I go back in, and I think it was on getting into reading one of those notes, I was quoting it to my sister-in-law that I remember Zakiya said this, and she was like, why don't you just call her? I was like, I don't want to disturb. And then it got really intense. I was like, hey, do you remember me? And you were like, oh my God, how's my girl? I was like, this is so nice that we still have access to you in this way. So thank you for leaving your door open even
Always.
years after we've left.
They're still our children.
They are.
You know, we spend a lot of time with your children, probably more time with your children than our own.
Wow.
So your children become our children,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we still remain, you know, a family.
We feel that very, very deeply. Thank you. What constantly surprises you about the kids that you take care of?
When you set expectations, and we're not necessarily talking about academics, but when you set expectations and give kids the groundwork and the support, they reach them. They reach them. They rise to the level that you want them to rise to, provided you give them the right environment to shine and have support and have fun. I love seeing kids interact with one another. They think of themselves as adults. You hear these conversations that, you know, all the time. We're always like, we can't believe that they're having these type of conversations. But we try to provide an environment that you can mimic at home where we look at these kids as real people. They're not babied. And we set high expectations because we expect all of our kids can reach them. And if they don't, if they get close, it's fantastic.
Good enough.
Yeah.
What worries you about parenting now?
You know, I think the biggest thing that I want to tell our parents is it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's always so much anxiety about, am I getting it right? I don't want to do anything that's wrong. And if you lay your family values, if you spend time on the front end, understanding what's important to you, what's important to your family, and you stay true to those, it's okay. Yeah. Parents look at social media. Parents compare. Parents think that there's always the next best thing. And sometimes you just have to hold tight. Yeah.
What gives you hope?
Oh, seeing our kids that are now 13, 14, 15, still excelling.
That's nice.
Seeing families that love the foundation. And
like me.
Gives me hope. And I've always been hopeful. I've never thought that any generation is a lost generation. Do we spend too much time on social media?
Yes, we do.
Probably. Is it going to be the end of the world?
No, it's not.
No. So I'm always hopeful and positive. So,
what would you say the kids today are missing?
So I think the biggest thing that I see is that we are scared to let our kids fail. As parents, we're moving all of the obstacles out of the way. And the kids aren't learning resiliency. They aren't learning problem solving. And that shows up later on in life. So that's what I think. And that has nothing to do with the kids. It's all us.
It's all us.
It's all us.
I think for a lot of parents, like, we all carry some form of trauma from your childhood, and you don't want history to repeat itself in certain ways. So for me, I grew up not knowing I was neurodivergent until I was 17. And so going through school, failing really badly, and not being able to, and not having enough support because no one wanted to, but no one knew how. And that loneliness shows up as I'm raising my child. I'm like, don't let it happen. No. This mustn't happen to her as well, especially because I can see the similarities in how she's really, in this season, I feel like I would say the word is triggered, because she does say and sound and remind me so much of myself at her age, where I was struggling at that moment, but there wasn't any language. We didn't
Right.
have language then
Correct.
for how to help this particular situation. And then it was either you're dumb or you're smart. Yeah.
So here's what has changed. There is now language.
Yes.
There is now support. There's now awareness
Mm.
that in some regards we're all neurodivergent.
Yes.
And that's nothing to be worried about, to be scared about. It just means some of us have to do things a little
differently.
And even in Lagos,
Mm-hmm.
if I look at the support that was available 10, 12 years ago,
Yes.
compared to what's out here today,
Mm-hmm.
it has improved immensely.
Yeah.
And if we as adults
Mm-hmm.
and educators and parents and doctors do our part,
Mm-hmm.
kids can be helped. And the other thing that has changed a lot is there's this big awareness about mental health. And even with teenagers now, everything they talk about is around their mental health and this empowering feeling to say, this doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work for me, so we're going to have to figure out how to do it differently.
Differently,
and
yes.
Being able to say that boldly.
Yeah, that already is a big win, I think.
And so you teach that at home.
Yes. That's my job.
You teach it at school. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to write that down. But the thing about let them fail sometimes. It's okay.
It's okay.
You always want to get in the way. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I find myself with my child, like whenever she comes home with the tiniest problem, I almost tie my hands behind my back. And there was this phrase that the TikTok mom, shout out to the moms on TikTok, taught me, where it's like, what are you going to do about that? Or how are you going to, what are you? So my son this morning was crying because his nanny moisturized his eyeballs.
Okay.
And he didn't like the cream in his eyeballs. I said, so what are you going to do about that? Right. He came to me, Mama, I'm so sad, crying, tears, meltdowns. This is very dramatic. I was like, what's going on? I said, Auntie put cream in my eyeballs. I said, I'm so sorry that happened. So what are you going to do about that? Because I could also feel myself being like, why did you, but I was like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? I'm just giving him. So it just made me so angry. Tears and the mucus and everything. I'm like, wow. So what are you going to do about that? And do you know what he did? He said, I'm going to tell her not to do it again.
Yeah.
And then he went back to this room and he said, Auntie, don't you ever put cream in my eyeballs. I said, no. I don't like that language. Let's use let's say it a nicer way. Yes.
Yeah. You've empowered him to be able to express his feelings and to go and talk to an adult to say,
I don't like that. Yeah. That wasn't nice. Yeah. And the auntie was, I'm so sorry. That wasn't my please don't.
Yeah. But that little interaction replicated over time builds confidence.
So help me God.
Yeah.
That's really the work. I think for me, the hallmark of failed parenting for me would be kids that are not confident. Am I being too hard on myself?
Probably. But you're not being unrealistic. These are feelings we all want for our kids. But more than confident, you want kids who are happy and able to move in this world.
Yes.
And confidence shows up in many ways.
Absolutely.
It is not necessarily about being the loudest or being the first. You want kids who can move in the world, who can interact with other people, hopefully get a job when everything is said and done, but who can move throughout spaces.
What do you think we as parents need to be doing at home every day?
So my quick answer is always reading and talking to your children.
Reading and talking. How long should we do reading? Not even the talking. I feel like you have to talk to your kids.
It varies. So in an ideal world, it may be reading 1 or 2 stories at night. But as the kids get a bit older, it doesn't necessarily have to be reading a story at night. It could be driving down the street and reading the signs.
Yes.
It could be just opening up a magazine or in the grocery store, picking up something.
Yes.
Yeah. Language matters.
Language matters.
And from a preschool setting, do the kids have to read? No.
Yes.
But we set the expectation that they can.
Yes.
And if they are, I think it makes the beginning part of primary very
easy. I'll tell you something. When Kodge is struggling with a word, she immediately goes back to her Little Explorer's way of learning.
Yeah.
That's like the default. So like when everything else fades, the Little Explorer's foundation is what holds my child. Thank you for that.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Yeah. And honestly, I remember her and Miss Tola in class doing the sounding out the words.
Yeah.
Till this day, if she sees a word that she's unsure of, she's like, I'm just going to sound it. Let me sound it. And she's you can see her like,
you can see her processing
herself
and thinking,
like, how am I gonna? So that foundation is still there. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Why are the first 5 years so important? What do you think we're trying to do in the first 5 years, or what are you trying to achieve in the lives of children for that first 5 years that you think sets them up for a good foundation?
So we're laying the groundwork for academics. We don't talk about it as academics. We do that through play, through socialization, and the experiences that they have during the first 5 years, interacting with one another, learning, succeeding, failing, are replicated throughout their entire life.
Yeah.
And so when you learn how to manage your emotions, when you learn how to apologize or say thank you, you're set up for success. You really are. Yeah.
Eric, you have little kids. Do you have any questions? He has 2 kids. He's a dad of...
Yeah.
He has a newborn and a 3-year-old? 2-year-old.
Okay.
Wow.
So
do you have any questions? Yeah, he's not sleeping.
No sleep. Yeah.
How do you know when it's school? I want to say school, but what I really mean is like education. How do you know when it's not working for you?
This is a great question.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. So I spend a lot of time thinking about or telling parents there are 2 courses. When something is uncomfortable versus unbearable. So uncomfortable is usually around an event.
Yeah.
Around a season. And it will last for just a short period of time. You as a parent may feel unhappy or feel that there should be more going on or happening, but it ends. Unbearable is this every day. There's this like heaviness in your stomach or in your heart, or that you're missing something.
Yes.
And uncomfortable, you should be talking to teachers, pediatricians. You should be getting constant feedback. Unbearable really is this feeling that I don't want my child in this space. I don't want to do this any longer. And it has happened too many times, or after you've had a number of ongoing conversations.
Yeah.
Then it's at that point that something may not be
need to change.
But the first point would be always to go and talk to your child, the teacher, the administrator, any outside resources. And if you're having kind of a 360 type conversation, it may be for a minute, but if it just keeps happening, you may look at doing something different. Yeah.
I think that's probably where I'm at. Where I am. But I don't think I've had the 360 conversation. I think I'm just looking at my child and knowing that I don't think she's thriving in this space. I've had conversations.
Yeah.
And I think that when I had those conversations, they weren't, enough attention wasn't made to my very loud, but subtle, but loud complaints. I think you spoiled me, Zakiya. I'm spoiled because there's a way you tell little explorers this is happening, and they all hands on deck. We're all problem solving. So when I tell a school, oh, this is happening, and I go back and say it's still happening, and then by the 3rd time it's still happening. By the 4th time I'm taking my kid out but But then at the point where I say I'm taking my child out, everyone's like, "Oh, you didn't escalate." I'm like, "Yeah, but if I told the teacher at this level
Yeah.
and nothing was done, nothing was told to you at this level, then that for me feels like." Do you think that's unfair or harsh, or what do you think of that?
So I am a big proponent, honestly, of starting with the teacher,
Yeah.
seeing, if you can work through your issues. But if you cannot, escalate. And maybe not expect the teacher to escalate, because what is high priority to you or what's going on that's specific to your child that is giving you anxiety may be something the teacher has seen and knows it may pass. But as educators, it's our job to make sure that we've communicated this with you. And if you're not comfortable, go to the next level. Why not?
Why not?
We all
Fair
want
enough.
kids to thrive. There's no educator who is going to say, I don't want your child to thrive, or I don't want to help you solve this problem. And do it in a nice way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your take on indoor play versus outdoor play? What is also your take on the iPad versus the regular toys?
Outdoor play is preferred.
Yes.
Always. And sometimes that's difficult in this space where we
Yeah.
don't have enough parks and we don't have enough play spaces that are readily available. And if we don't have it, indoor play is acceptable,
too.
as well.
Play is just good in
Play
general.
is work for a child.
Yeah.
So whether that's outdoors or indoors,
It has to happen.
Yeah, it has to happen. It's all beneficial. There are many different types of play, many different levels and impact. But as long as they're playing, we'll take it. iPad versus
Regular toys.
So I think if you cannot start with an iPad or spending a lot of time watching TV, kudos to you as a parent.
Yeah.
If you must, you're not alone. You're not alone. We try to encourage families to spend as little time as possible. But if you do, the way the world has moved, everything is on an iPad.
Everything is on an iPad.
And children today are very different than how you and I grew up. And they'll be fine. They will adapt. We just tell parents, don't let the iPad raise your child.
Don't let the iPad raise your child
Yeah.
is very valid. What age do you think? What age is too young? Where can the iPad be introduced into the entire conversation?
Yeah.
If it has to
If
at
it
all.
has to come in. Usually around 3 would be ideal. But I also know that if you are at church or you're someplace and you need some way.
Airplanes.
Or
I got
the
an
airplane.
I got
Yeah.
an iPad for the airport.
Yeah.
That was actually my breaking point. I was like, oh, she needs a friend. That's not me.
It's okay. It's okay.
What is your take on gentle parenting, especially in the context of Africa, where you're?
Yeah. I'm laughing because there is a time and space for gentle parenting. And I think it should be most of the time.
Yes.
I think conversation should be at the forefront of how you interact with your child. But when I see parents who confuse gentle parenting with being your child's best friend and not establishing
those boundaries,
then I think it's problematic.
That's the issue.
Do I believe in hitting and spanking children? No. But
not even when they're really bad.
No. But I do believe in children understanding that parents have the final say so.
Yeah.
And at some point you have to fall into line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have definitely tried my hand at the gentle. I'm also not gentle. That's also the thing. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm not patient.
I know. It's hard sometimes.
It's hard. I can't do it.
I know,
I
because
try
we weren't taught how to gentle parent.
No, we weren't
Someone
taught.
just came up with the term,
Yes,
and it
and
went
it's like-
viral, and next thing you knew, everybody was, I'm a gentle parent. And nobody knows
Nobody
exactly
actually knows what they're doing.
or how to do it.
Reinforcing healthy boundaries,
right.
letting them know that there are consequences for their actions, following through. I think following through is the hardest thing, and it's hard because you love your kids, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to switch that love all the way down to really follow through
Yeah.
with, especially because of how they cry and whine. And I have very emotionally aware children, so my child will yell, "You're breaking my heart, I'm so sad, this is the
Yeah.
saddest day of my life."
Yeah.
And then the tears are flowing
And
and
then-
you're like, this is probably the saddest day of your life, isn't it? I really am sorry, but I'm not going to budge on this one thing. I can't, you know. And that's really the work sometimes, having to really follow through on what you said.
And that goes back to establishing the values of your
Yes.
home early on.
Yes.
And whenever you're pushed to the edge and you have to make a decision about, am I going to budge on this?
Yes.
Am I going to give in? A lot of times you go back to what you really want your child to know. What is important in your household?
Yes.
And that tells you a little bit about whether or not you can budge. Sometimes we should budge.
Yeah.
But understanding what you want for your
Yeah.
kids, who you want them to be.
Who do I
as
want
adults.
them to be?
Yeah. And then if you do bend and you get it wrong, give yourself grace.
Grace.
Give yourself.
Trying
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah,
It's
it's
such a hard
okay.
job.
It's-
Like, yeah. It's really, really tough.
Yeah.
If you could give every parent some advice from what you've seen raising little babies, what would you tell us? What do you think we need to know more of? What do you think we don't do enough of?
Be present. That's it. Be present.
That was so loud, but quiet in her very calm voice. Be present.
Be present. Because this age goes by so
fast.
quickly.
It goes by so fast.
And sometimes you think it's not an important age, but it's the most important. Be present. Show up. Give hugs. Give talks. Go on. It doesn't have to be extravagant. Set up some type of routine that your child looks forward to, whether that's going for a walk, whether that's going to get ice cream.
Should it be daily or just regular enough that they know to expect it?
Yeah, regular enough that you look forward to it.
I look forward to it as well.
They'll look forward to it. And it doesn't have to be extravagant. Just be present. Whether that's a routine, having breakfast together, having dinner together. You want your child to look back and say, I had a really good childhood.
I hope
and
so.
that doesn't have to do anything with money. It is about being present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look back on my childhood and I think I had a really good one, but my parents were very busy too. And I don't think I think when I look back on it now, like my mom was present, like she took time off work when I was growing up, but then at some point she had to go back to work, and I think by the time she went back I was old enough to understand. But then recently she looked at my oldest, who's 6 now, and she was like, that's the age your youngest brother was when I went back to work. And you could just see this wash of guilt on her face. But it's like, sometimes we have to do what we have to do.
Yeah.
And she went to work in Abuja, so she left him
Yeah.
in Lagos and we had to work. So that was like really hard for her.
Yeah. Well, and being present is when you're around.
Yes.
Making sure that you're able to give children maybe not undivided attention, but
enough
they
attention.
need, and that they walk away saying, I feel loved. You know.
I feel like children are insatiable with the attention they need. It's never enough. Like a child will never be like, that's enough, mommy, you can go now. Like, you have to always draw the line to be like,
No.
okay. Tell me.
No. So a confident, grounded child will understand. So we're not talking about 2-year-olds, but they know that you're coming back, and when you come back, you will have time for them.
Yeah.
And so when you go away, it's not this constant meltdown, constant crying.
Yeah.
They know you're coming back. They know. Yeah. So
my kids hate bedtime.
yeah.
What is that? Why don't they want to go to bed?
So usually that means we haven't set a routine and
Okay.
a standard and some consistency around bedtime. If you think about it, is that true?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. So,
bedtime is 8 p.m. on the dot every night. Like, at least 7:30. To be fair, there is routine, but I think there isn't. Like, they have a routine. I guess I don't fit into that routine consistently enough. So I think the conversation around bedtime is, we didn't play enough with you, or we didn't see you, or can we please, or maybe there's something I said we do and I didn't do it. And then it's like, but you said we're gonna do this one thing. And so it's like,
and then do you come in and break the routine and let them
do the thing?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So they're trying their luck a bit.
They're trying their, so I've broken the boundary. And then they keep, now I'm like asking all my questions. So there's something really, let me not say wrong, but like the sleep situation in my house is not where I need it to be. They also go to bed with toys, like they hold a little object.
Okay. Yeah. Something that
it could be
comfort.
It could be it could be a teddy bear, or like a spiky dinosaur, and like I'm sleeping next to them, and then I'm like, oh, what is this? Like, and then that disrupts my sleep. So it's like I haven't slept well since they arrived on this earth, and I'm just trying.
How many years ago?
I haven't slept since I was pregnant with Kodge. So that's been like 7 going on 8 years, and I'm like, the other day I bought them bubbles. They went to bed with the bubbles. The bubble leaked in my bed. I was like, come on now.
Why are they in your bed?
Because because they shouldn't be, right? They should go. So every time, I know why.
Okay.
Every time they come in, especially Kodge, because she's the one. I think Kishi, you can get him to go back. Kodge is adamant. I think it's the thing you said about breaking that. We broke that. She knows she can.
Mm-hmm.
She knows she can.
Yeah.
So I think this going on 7, I'm going to create this very, like, I'll let her have it till she's 6, I think.
Okay.
But when she's 7, I'll be like, this is a big girl birthday. So I think I have to set it up.
You have to set it up.
I have to set it up with, like, it's a big girl birthday. After 7, you cannot come and sleep in my room because you're too big, you're too tall, you're too this, you're too that. And at 7, I imagine that you're a big enough girl to sleep on your own.
Absolutely.
And I was actually even thinking of, like, this is now me being excessive, but like, should we do something in her room where it's like, maybe we change the bed sheet, so we do something cool where it's like the 7-year-old bed, or we
make a plan.
And how do we make this room the best room so you can be in it all night long?
Yeah.
I like the idea of getting them more involved in what you're trying to do. Like, we did a play date for Kodge recently, and she planned the whole thing, and it was also really nice to see, you're a hostess. Like, I want my friends to, there was a lot of, I was like, so let me take notes then.
Right.
What do you want? Yeah, let me work for you. Literally. And I was very impressed by, she had things. She's like, I want to get everyone a gift so they know how special they are to me. I was like, okay, let's do that. And it was just really nice to see her in that light. I think I'm going to try harder. It's a lot of work. Like, there's children. I'm trying to rush away this year. I know it's these years rather.
Don't rush away, because you'll wake up and she'll be out the house.
Yeah.
And you'll wonder,
where did it all
go? Yeah. So, she's fine. You'll be fine.
I have here written down, how can parents build emotional resilience in kids? I think we talked about, did we? How can we build emotional resilience?
So sometimes it is about letting children overcome obstacles and challenges. And sometimes it's also about letting your child know that you are their safe space. And you will always be their safe space. And you will always support them. And then letting them go out and try. Again, not moving all of the obstacles out of their way. I did the same thing with my first. I think I mentioned to you. I moved every hurdle, obstacle, anytime there was an issue.
Yeah.
I was there with the cape on. And at some point, kids have to learn how to do that for themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just remembered another situation that I want to talk to you about. So at your school, the kids would eat lunch every day.
Yeah.
There was nothing my child wouldn't eat. She would eat everything because the communal eating, like there was something about it. We can't get her to eat 1/10 of the things she ate at Little Explorers at home now. What are you doing that I'm not doing?
We have amazing cooks and chefs and all that, but you're absolutely right. It is all about the communal eating, and
so we have to eat with them every day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Every single day.
That's
Or as much as you can
as
handle.
much as I can
As much as you
handle.
can handle. And we also make everything over the top. So we have
Yes.
lots of picky eaters, but once a child has tried something they normally don't, we celebrate like it's a child's birthday. We celebrate everything with stickers and balloons and rolling and superstars.
This is where you said this is the setup.
It's a setup.
Because my child, so the other day, actually when she was at Little Explorers, she did something. I think she was really kind to her brother that day, and I just said, "Oh, well done." She said, "I don't even get a sticker."
No sticker,
She's
no
like, "You didn't
rolling,
even
no
give me
superstars. Yeah.
nothing." I was like, I had to go buy a pack of stickers to be like, okay, this is
it.
and I learned something, because even with my child, she loves it when you give her like a little, this is for this, like that token.
Yeah.
Creating that reward system. Gosh, there's so much work to do, Zakiya. I'm overwhelmed. And I think because I am a neurodivergent mom, I get overstimulated.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Figure out what's most important
Mm-hmm.
and focus on that.
Okay.
So you break things down into kind of bite-sized chunks.
Yeah.
You don't have to do everything every day.
I can't.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, the most important thing is that my children can communicate their own emotions articulately. I think for me, it's important that they're able to advocate for themselves. So with Coach saying, I don't like my school, I had to take that very seriously for multiple reasons. Because she said that.
Right.
I want her to know that when you say you don't like something,
I
I move.
Yeah.
And even though I'm not ready to move,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to at least let you see that something is being. I'm doing something
Yeah,
because
I heard you.
I heard you.
Yeah.
Yes, very important for me that I'm able to give them that confidence and do that.
And then maybe what you want to do is say, look, we're going to have a meeting with you in it. So you can say how you feel.
I'm going to set that
and
up.
everyone can hear it.
And
then you can see what action happens.
Yeah.
It hits differently when a 3-year-old is telling you,
yes,
this is
what I don't
what
like.
I don't like or what I do like.
And finally, before we close, I want to talk a bit about faith and motherhood.
Yeah.
And how that shows up in what you do in Little Explorers. So how has faith affected your parenting?
Yeah, it is kind of where we start every day. Someone told me not too long ago that the work of preschool teachers only comes from God.
Yeah.
And it's about patience. It's about understanding.
It's love.
It's love.
It's love.
It's love. And so every time that we are faced with a problem or an obstacle, we pray at school. We're a non-denominational school just because sometimes I struggle with the idea of how my faith shows up.
Yes.
For children who don't have the same faith.
Yes.
Even if we're all Christians, we have a wide variety of families that practice faiths in different ways. We have a number of Muslim families. And so for me, I don't want to be any type of hindrance to what you do at home. But that does not mean that we don't believe.
Yeah.
And so
nice. That's good. And how has faith influenced the culture of Little Explorers?
In the most positive way, and I pause because some of us are very overt and you wear your faith on your chest. And I have a lot of teachers who are not. I have some Catholic teachers who are a bit more reserved.
Yes.
But the underlying goal of what we're doing is grounded in knowing that we can only do this work, we can only succeed when God or whoever you believe in is pouring into you.
Yes.
That's kind of how
you function and you run
function.
it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
We have to do a fire round.
Okay.
Something we need to do. I almost forgot. So is nursery at 18 months too early?
No.
How much screen time is too much?
More than 3 hours a day.
Should children learn to read before primary school? If they can.
Yes, if they can.
If they can. Is it okay if my child is shy?
Yes.
What if my child isn't hitting milestones as quickly as other children?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Be active, be proactive, seek help.
Seek help.
It's okay.
It's okay. What makes a child stand out positively to teachers?
When they're kind.
So you spent years caring for children in their earliest years. If you could sit beside every mother listening right now and tell her one thing about the child she's raising that she probably doesn't know, what would you tell her?
You're doing a great job.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job.
Doing amazing, sweetie. Oh gosh.
Thank you.
Actually feels really good to hear because honestly this work it's very, very, very intense. And it's like we put so much pressure on ourselves, but if we're being honest, there is reason to put pressure on yourself.
Yeah, there's reason to put pressure on yourself because you want to get it right.
Yes, and because it's such a limited time.
Yeah.
It can't, and it goes by like this, and like college is going to be 7 this year.
Yeah.
Like I'm really done with early years.
Yeah.
I've been done, but like I still hold on
onto
it. But it's over. I'm now raising a proper, like, this is a full human with big real feelings and
wants and needs and
dreams and goals and
nurture all
and I think the change is so rapid, and I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up every single day. I'm like, oh, we're there now. Okay. I remember the other day when my child, sorry coach, I do apologize, she told me she had a crush on a boy. I was like,
what? When did this happen?
What do you mean? Like, and she's like, oh, this is my crush. And she's like, oh, mommy, my crush has changed now. This is my new crush. I'm like, okay, she clearly doesn't know. I think she thinks a crush is like a sweater or something that you change. Like,
but you don't want to shut it down.
I don't.
You want her to always be able to.
And I remember my friend telling me the fact that she's come to you with it. Like, she was so excited to tell me and show me who this crush is. And I had to be like,
you're doing a good
what
job.
Is going on?
I know you're like, what's going on?
But
you're doing a good job because you didn't shut it down.
I didn't shut it down.
She's open and wants to tell you what's going on.
I hope she's fine now. I hope she knows that it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. I really do appreciate the fact that Coach I appreciate because she watches the podcast sometimes, which I don't want her to, but she does.
She does, yeah.
I'm like, Coach, I love the fact that you told me about, and I pray we talk about all your crushes that you're gonna have in this life, and love you, babe.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to say? Anything else that you think you haven't touched on that you kind of want to make sure that we get out while we're talking? Because this has been really, really...
Has it been helpful?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I want you to know you're enough.
Yeah.
I want moms to know and dads to know. Go to your family values. Figure that out early.
Yes.
And what's most important for the type of child you want to raise, and put it down so you can always go back to it. And
write down your family. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the Bible.
Yeah.
Write down the vision, make it plain.
Yep. So
I love that.
good.
Should we take that as your anchor scripture as well?
Yes, that'd be amazing. That works.
that
works. Yes.
So write down your family values, the culture that you're trying to imbibe in these children.
Yeah.
Make it very clear to you.
Make it clear, make it plain.
That's great homework. I'm gonna go do that right now.
Yeah, everyone should do that.
I'm gonna go do that right
even
now.
if you don't have children.
Yes, I think it's
that's
important. It's probably even better to do before they come.
Yeah, before definitely. But if they're already here, sure, why not? Whatever, why not?
Sure,
it's
why
fine.
not? It's good. You probably even have it. You just never put it down.
Yeah,
you probably have it. You just never put it down. Like I do have the things that I want.
Yeah, and have fun.
Have fun.
Make sure your kids know you can have fun and that they can come to you. Do not get caught up in the tutoring craze that's everywhere.
Yes. What is your take on a lesson teacher?
I've had them all. I don't know that it's made any difference. And a number of people told me that, but I didn't believe. And so I just kept going and doing it. Yeah. I don't think you need 5 different lesson tutors for kids in primary school. If you do, it says something about the school, your child, or not doing enough at
home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, there's a time and space. You know, sometimes you need one for a period, but
like, I kind of want to ask you what you would say your ideal routine for a 0 to 5-year-old is. So they wake up at what time?
So it changes as the kids change. But in general, if kids are going to school, wake up an hour to probably an hour, 20 minutes before they go to school.
Yes.
So there's not rush.
Yes.
You know, they can do their morning routine, whether that's take a bath. They can do
that with ease, without the rush.
Have breakfast.
Have breakfast. What if your children don't like to eat breakfast and all they want to do is drink Milo?
Have breakfast.
Yeah. Going through it, man.
Yeah.
We had to bring that breakfast thing all the way down. So you know what we do now? We do a cup of Milo and cornflakes. Because in my mind, cereal and milk, right? Okay, drink it, but then snack on, because they like to snack on dry cereal.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you guys, please. Like, it's just so crazy in the mornings. I'm like,
are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So at school, can they have breakfast?
No, because not every school is like your school. They do breakfast at Little Explorers. We need to come back. We need to come back.
You're welcome.
You're
a family.
We're coming back. We're coming back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So kids need to have breakfast. You need to have breakfast. Then get to school, wherever they're going, at least a half day.
Yes.
Ideally, till 2 or 3.
Okay.
Allowing the kids to nap if necessary. Come home. They must go outside and play. They must go
every day
and burn some energy outside. And even if you just have a driveway with the ball,
yes,
it's okay.
That's fine.
But they must go outside.
Yes.
Then you may have snack or you may have dinner, and then it's kind of wind down time.
Yes.
And whether that's reading,
doing
homework, or for some families that may be your iPad time, but it is identified. Kids know about it. And they're able to follow that schedule. And then whether you do dinner afterwards, bath time, then maybe it's reading or some time with parents. And then it's bedtime. Yeah.
Yeah. I think what is missing for me is that outdoor play. Yeah. But I'll get it.
You'll get there.
I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create more indoor fun activities. Oh, I'll show you this video of us playing. Yeah. That makes me really happy. We were tumbling the other day and I decided, because we live in a flat and we're not... I don't know how to. I mean, we have a driveway and all these things, but I don't know these people, and I don't want to have my kids downstairs in capacities that I can't control. And so we created this situation for ourselves.
Okay.
This was us tumbling.
Oh, nice.
And then it was also me tumbling.
Tumbling too.
So
That's
this was
perfect.
It's
perfect.
And it was like, Coach said, this is the best day ever. So
and it didn't take a whole lot of planning. You didn't have to go anywhere.
No.
And she's gonna remember.
She is gonna remember.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And you will too.
Yes, I will.
Look at you, how you're
absolutely
smiling.
Will. I will. It was a good day. It was a good day.
Yeah.
It was a good day. Well, thank you so much, Zakiya, for coming. This was really helpful.
I'm so glad you called.
I feel like I came. This was for me. As always, all the episodes are for me. I come here to be like, am I doing okay? Am I a good parent?
Really well.
I'm doing good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heaven help us. Alrighty.
You will.
Could you say a quick prayer for the moms?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for showing up today and letting moms know all around the world and close by that we are enough, that we're doing the right things, our heart is in the right place. Let these moms know that when they are interacting with their children, that their work will be seen in that moment and in the years to come.
Amen.
Let their worry be set aside knowing that you are in full control. Let them understand that the divine plan and order has already been set in stone. And it is for us to walk in faith and understanding and in love. These things we ask for. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That was really nice.
Yeah.
All right, friends. And so we've come to the end of this episode of the Motherwell podcast. As always, please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, share with your mom that you think needs to hear what we talked about today. Please follow the Little Explorers on Instagram at...
You don't have Instagram?
There's nothing... Do you know what?
There's never.
I was checking.
You know what? Google them, find them, go visit the school, or send
I
an
know
email.
we need to do something. But we've always...
But the thing is, you're also really full.
Yeah.
Because they're that good.
Well, even beyond that, we've never been big social media people. So that's why I'm
actually also
super
really
excited to even be here.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, because...
I also really like the fact that it's not online. Because I think I struggle sometimes with the schools that use the kid. Like, they don't use the kids, but like it feels like you're promoting your...
Yeah.
And then my child is there like dancing. And I'm like...
you never know where those videos will end up. And there are quite a few parents now who don't want their kids on social media.
Yes.
And the idea of us spending our time putting little dots over everybody's face,
it's too much. And
you can find us.
Yes, you can find them. They're very easy to find.
Yeah.
Then Lekki.
You can find us.
You can find them, and it comes highly recommended from me, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think I've highly recommended anything to anyone. Whenever people come to me and they're like, what school do you think? Or I remember when people would see my daughter in school and they'd call me, I'd be like, immediately yes. So highly recommended. If you've heard of Little Explorers or you're considering Little Explorers, highly recommended from me. My child is 6 going on 7. We're still relying on a lot of the things that she learned in those early years. Thank you so much, Zakiya, for building my dream school for my kids. And I almost feel like I want to say, please don't ever expand. I think it should just be little and as wholesome and as joyful as it's always been.
And that's the plan.
And I pray that God blesses and covers and protects everything you're building as you're also commuting. Because guess what? She doesn't even live here. She's commuting from America week in, week out because she's that committed to the cause. Because her entire family, including her Nigerian husband, they're all in America now. But you're still here because it's that important to you. So thank you for your sacrifice. And thank you for showing up 100% year in, year out for these kids.
Yeah. And thank you for trusting us.
Absolutely.
That's it. Thank you for trusting us.
This was so nice. This was so nice and wholesome. All right, guys. For real now this time. Bye-bye.